Hey guys, Data Cartech 710 here, and my apologies, I've been kind of slacking on videos lately. Got a little promotion at work, which basically means I get more work for my effort, and I've also been traveling for work a bit, so I am still collecting, but I just have been really dropping the ball on videos. But today I got a text from Scott from Scotty Tradition, who kind of reminded me that the YouTube Hall of Fame vote was going to be closing this Friday. So since I was in town, I thought I'd hurry up and get my vote in. I've watched quite a few other YouTube Hall of Fame vote videos, and I realize it is a very hard list to narrow down to your top 10. Excuse me if I exclude anybody. I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and I watch them for different reasons. I watch sometimes for pack breaks to find out what's out there. Sometimes I watch videos just for sheer entertainment value when I need a good laugh. Guys like Pepino Man and Star Sports, absolutely freaking hilarious. But what I thought I'd use this Hall of Fame vote for is my search criteria, or my voting criteria isn't so much for YouTubers with the most votes. It's which videos do I watch that make me want to just stop watching videos and get online and start shopping. I do live in Seattle, so there's not a whole lot of card shops around here, let alone card shows. 95% of my collection is from shopping on eBay, Four Sharp Corners, ComC, and watching these guys' videos. Like I said, I come away with like a little checklist of cards that I want to buy. So start off with my vote for the top 10 is Ben at Dead Guy Cardboard. Been watching his channel right about the time when I first started collecting again. He's got an extensive T206 collection, which is pretty much second to none. From a modern cards perspective, he collects anything Barry Larkin, really, any card that's Barry Larkin's ever had. And because a lot of his Barry Larkin's cards are from the 90s, I stopped collecting when I was younger, in 1993. So a lot of the inserts that he has of Barry Larkin, I like to watch because I didn't know that these cards existed, from like say the period from 93 till the early 2000s. Cards like the Select Certified, I didn't know that there was a gold, a blue, a red, and these things were all numbered limited to 25 or limited to 50. And by watching his channel, oftentimes I come off with, maybe I don't collect Barry Larkin, but I was back in the day, I was a real big Cal Ripken fan. I'm a big Derek Jeter fan. So a lot of these inserts, like I said, I didn't really know about until I started watching his channel. One guy I started watching, I don't know his name, oddly enough, but I've been watching his channel right about the time when I first started collecting again. I think my collection is very, very close to his, is New York Yankees 7. His channel, I pretty much don't miss any videos. And I oftentimes watch his channel with a notepad in hand, or, a notepad close by, because what I really like about his channel is he gets right to the point. He just says, hello, these are the cards I picked up this recently, is this, and this. And he collects basketball, mostly baseball, and football too, which is also what I do. I collect, if my rule for my channel is, if it's in a slab, I'll pretty much collect it. And he'll have like his Friday Night Filth is mostly vintage cards. He does do some pack breaks, but like his Friday Night Vintage is just must-see watching. So if you ever have a chance, check out his channel. Namely his Mickey Mantle collection. He has every year's of Mickey Mantle's cards, which is pretty phenomenal. Another channel I love to watch, although I don't watch it necessarily to come away with a shopping list, is Dave at Blue Jacket 66. Anyone that's seen this channel knows that the cards that Dave gets is just like another level. I call it the museum collection, because most of the cards that he has are so pricey and rare that they pretty much, the only times you probably see them is like they're in the Hall of Fame museum somewhere or something. But love his channel, but like I said, not really a channel that I use, although I would like to aspire to collect cards like his, but it's just not possible. Another channel I've watched ever since I started collecting, and I think that my collecting habits largely are because of him, is Mark from Foo3112. He doesn't do a whole lot of videos, but if you take a closer look at his collection, he's very selective of who he collects. There's only key players like Willie Mays, and he's a big Roger Maris fan. But when he does get their cards, they're all like very high grade and very good examples of that high grade. So if he gets a PSA 8 Roger Maris rookie, it's going to be probably one of the best examples of a PSA 8, well-centered. Centering is a real big thing with him, as is mine. One of the best PSA 8s you're going to see. It almost grades to be like an 8.5 in most cases, but I just wish he would, produce more videos. But if you've seen his channel and you see the quality and selectiveness of his channel, you'll understand why he can't afford to post that often. But like his last video was right after the National, which case he had a 52 tops Mickey Mantle rookie and a PSA 6, which is absolutely sick. I gotta admit, I watched the video in like utter disgust, only because I can't get one, If I get one in a 2 or 3, I'd be happy, but probably have to divorce my wife in order for me to do that. Another channel I love to watch because his collecting, his collection habits are very close to mine, is George at Diamond Yard Sports Cards. I actually text or email and communicate with George a little bit because I really like his collection. I love his channel. Like I said, his collecting habits are a lot like mine, although when it comes to PCs, he has one of the most extensive Jackie Robinson collections, I think, on YouTube. So if you have a chance to take a look at his channel. Another channel that I've been watching more and more lately is Filmington's. I am a subscriber of his Rookie Explosion box, but a lot of his videos, especially recently, are videos that he recommends on what sports cards to get now, as like, what's a good value now in order to possibly flip or to keep in your PC for this upcoming season. So up until this point, when I started collecting, I really didn't open packs. I always figured if I see one on eBay that's already slabbed, I'm just gonna buy it. But when I subscribed to the Rookie Explosion box, I just found out just how fun it is, and what a great stress reliever it is. So, with my job, even though my job is fun, there's some times that, coming home and just ripping open a bunch of packs is just what the doctor ordered, man. So another channel that I watch kind of, is probably not going to be on most people's recommendations, is Chad at My Custom Collectibles 19. Love his channel, as I love his PC, because he has a lot of videos where he shares cards from like the 90s, the 2000s, and early 2000s, because the 90s cards that he shares is right about the time that I used to collect and stopped collecting in 93. So he helps to fill in the gaps by saying, hey, this is the Chipper Jones key rookie or something like that. So like oftentimes I watch his channel, I'm like, oh shit, I didn't have that. And I was a big, Atlanta Braves fan back in the day. So just an example. But another channel, much like Blue Jacket 66, that I watch, although I watch it because he just has amazing cards, is John from Silver Foo Cardboard. And I actually comment and chat back and forth with John quite a bit. But John's channel, as his PC, is absolutely amazing. He has really high quality, very expensive, very rare vintage cards from his T206 cards. And like New York Yanks Fan 7, he has an example of every year of Mickey Mantle's cards, including the 52 tops rookie. Like I said, I love his channel, but I do sometimes have to change channels because it just gets me disgusted, because not only does he have great cards, sometimes he'll have multiple examples of that same card. Like he'll have one in a PSA 5, he'll have another one in a PSA 6. Whereas me, if I can afford to just get one, that's all I'm going to pursue, unless I upgrade. And when I do upgrade, I end up selling the one in the lower grade. John actually keeps his, so he may have multiple examples of like I said, some pretty key cards that, you know, if I wanted to get them, like I said, I probably had to get a divorce first before I can pursue something like that. Next channel is Scott from Scotty Tradition. I first started watching Scott's channel after he entered my man cave contest, and he shared his man cave on video. So if you have a chance, check it out. At first glance, I was like, oh, this guy's a pretty extensive football collector. But then he started showing his display cases, multiple display cases in his man cave. And I was like, holy shit, he's got amazing baseball cards on the wall too. And like me, he gets vintage cards in high grade, which is what I really like. And he's pretty selective, but when he does get cards, they're prime examples of high grade cards. So if he gets like a PSA 8, it doesn't just barely, you know, it's not a card that could easily go for a PSA 7. It's more of a card that goes for like a PSA 8.5, because they're always wall-centered, great color, especially his football collection. So if you have a chance, please check his channel out. I text him quite often, especially when I have questions on football cards to get, because I don't really know that much about football cards. You know, I only started collecting them maybe the past year, but like, you know, he's a great resource for me. And he's an avid Green Bay Packer fan. And also he's a big Milwaukee Bucks fan. So like when I'm shopping for like a Giannis rookie, you know, Giannis, you know, he's a great guy to reach out to, and he'll give you his opinion, whether it's a good buy or not. Like when I was shopping for the Topps Chrome Aaron Rodgers rookie, I said, hey, is this PSA 10 a good price, you know, for that? And he looked at it and he goes, you know, that one's a PSA 10, but it's not really well centered. If you're patient and just wait for another one to be posted, you can get the same card, same grade, but a better example. And sure enough, about a week or two later, another one posted, and I told him, I said, hey, should I go for this one? He goes, go for it. So, you know, really appreciated his feedback. Another guy that I communicate with quite a bit and love his channel is Andy from She Blinded Me Through Refractors. He and I talk or chat or text quite often. He's a, you know, like I said, he's been a great sort of collecting mentor to me, because like me, he collects a lot of basketball, he collects football, he collects baseball, and he has a video where he shows one collection that not many people have. He has an extensive collection of unopened wax box cases. I mean, like Panini Prism, which is, you know, very hot company right now. He has some that are unopened that are worth quite a bit of money, but he has the patience to keep them unopened, untouched, and you know, like I said, I really like his channel. Also, he's a great guy, so I really hope to meet him soon. I haven't had a chance to go to the National up until this point. I'm not sure if I will be able to go to this year's National because it's in Atlantic City. You know, I'm going to go to a trip to Maui with my wife, plus there's some other things that I've been working on, so I may not be able to go this year, although I really hope to go. If I can't make it this year, then I really hope to make it to the National next year in Chicago. So that's it, you guys. And that's my top 10. And Mike, I appreciate you for having this YouTube vote, you know, YouTube Hall of Fame vote. You know, Mike's already in the Hall of Fame, but I do love his channel too, because he's a very, the diversity of his baseball collection is just amazing. But like, I don't really necessarily collect autographs, but I love watching like his Hall of Fame autograph collection. He's a big PSA registry guy, and one collection that I really like that he's doing is he collects the last year of key veterans, and he collects them in PSA slabs, and he actually has them registered on PSA as well. That's something that I never really thought to do. He actually sent me some cards to be sent to PSA, which I'm still awaiting to get back, but it's a great idea. Like when you get like Derek Jeter's last year, which is I think is the 2015 Topps Chrome. Not a lot of people send those cards in to get graded, so it actually becomes pretty rare and also quite valuable, because you know, like I said, it's the population on these final years are not very high. But that's it. You know, like I said, not easy to narrow down the top 10 channels. I kind of just went by which ones actually want to make me stop filming or stop watching videos and just go shop. But, you know, until next time, guys, thanks for watching.